Hey guys, it's Paul of Enclosures here, and my month is about to get really busy. I just got a new job, I've been filling orders, I've been doing a whole lot of different things, and I wasn't sure if, well, I didn't have a lot of time to work on a video this week, so I figured I'd just go about this by giving you updates on pretty much everything that I have up until now so far. So I'm just going to start with my room, which still has the most amount of tanks that I own, and then I'll work towards the basement. So we'll make this quick. It's not going to be like a menagerie tour or anything, just anything that I find interesting I'll just update you on real quick. So here we go. For one, we have the Duo Spider Paludarium here with the Avicularia tarantula. The creeping fig that I rescued from Walmart, as you can see, has sprouted up towards the top. For anyone who wondered what happened to that after I made an Instagram post, and the vinca has overtaken. Some of the bromeliads have fallen out of the wood bark, and I'm probably going to just take them out and put them inside little pots. Add them to my other bromeliads. Bottom portion. No creatures in it besides snails. Well, I guess I consider the snails to be the creatures. They've been growing, eating a lot of algae. All the algae is almost gone, so I'm going to be working on getting new inhabitants for them. I'm thinking just some sort of small shrimp. Herbie's fine as always. Nothing really too special with him. He just hangs out in his log all day, sleeps all day, and then comes out at night to feast. As you can see at the top of my 40-gallon scorpion tank, there's a whole lot going on. Most of it is just orders, and some of them are just experiments. Just a couple of aquarium vases. None of them are for orders. I'm not sure why they're not as popular as the terrariums, but I'm guessing it's because you have to add water to them, but it's not really that big of a deal. Over here, I have this aquarium, I'm not sure what you call this, twine in a jar. As you can see, the Java moth is starting to move towards the light a little bit. I think I set this one up a week ago. Here you can see my drip log starting to go crazy with moss growth. Really neat. I need to figure out a way of making this quieter, and also keep the sides of the glass from being all precipitated. I don't know if that's a word, but that's going to be pretty cool once I get the logistics of this one figured out. And then got here one of my personal bottle terrariums. It's a little bit moist, so I'm thinking about shoving a syringe down there and seeing if I could suck out some of this water, but everything else in it seems to be doing fine. Here is my Lady Slippers orchid, which I still haven't given up on. I think it might be just hibernating. More orders. 2 Groot terrariums that I made. They are for orders. And for my boss, Colleen. Came out pretty cute. Another 2 aquarium vases here. Snails seem to be doing okay still, last time I checked. And then here's my beta's vase. I moved the beta though. The vase just has a couple of Malaysian trumpet snails in it. And then here's my eternal bottle garden, one of the first ones I've made. The plants have been doing really well, growing towards the light as you can see. 40-gallon scorpion tank. Well, you wouldn't see anything during the day, as the family of scorpions that I moved into here, which is about 14-15 babies, along with the mother, they just spend all day underground. Dug out a bunch of burrows. And then I have a little terrarium here that used to be for my Avicularia tarantula. Just has liverworts growing on the bottom, which is why this is still in one piece. There's this Valentine vivarium tank I need to clean again and get rid of a lot of these worms because they're starting to become troublesome. Giant snail. Refurbished 10-gallon scorpion tank that I moved the male that was in the 40-gallon tank too. This tank still has my Vietnamese centipede. It's definitely grown since I first got it and went through a molt. The molt is underground though, so I've never seen it. There's my terrarium for Narcissus americanus millipedes. Large ones, and I want to sell those as soon as possible, so anyone interested, please contact me. There was a mold outbreak, so I had to take out some of the plants, but cut off the nubs and new ones grew. So I kind of expected that to happen. Over here are my two 10-gallon shrimp tanks, completely overgrown to plants. I actually trimmed them back and they just grew back. Go figure. And then I have my, top one was red, bottom one blue. But of course I went over this in my recent menagerie film, so I'm not going to get really into it. Nothing much has changed besides the plants being unruly. This tank here, it's just my cuttings tank. I keep putting new plant cuttings in here, and then when they get big enough I just take them out. This 10-gallon aquaponic tank now has the beta in it, and along with 2 mosquito fish. I also put some duckweed in there to try and help, not really for the nitrates, but to just absorb any hard metals. Every now and then I take the duckweed out, and then I throw it into this 10-gallon aquaponic tank with these goldfish because they'll eat it. Or I could just throw them out because they could have heavy metals. Nah. No, they're probably fine. Mostly, I guess it's just a way of making sure that, as this is a new tank, the nitrates stay under control. Then also, more ridiculous plant growth in my aquaponic setup here. Plants are starting to climb up the walls. My cat ate some of the pothos. I'm amazed that he's okay, as pothos is poisonous. Do my best to keep him out of here, but I can't always be sure that when he's out because he's quiet. But this setup is doing really well. As you can see, I have to move all the way back so you can see all the plant growth. Oh, and there he is, just waiting to get in. And these are all my bromeliads and my sister's succulents. My sister's been trying to get into succulents, which is pretty cool. I think she did a real nice job on these baubles here. I've just been needing these bromeliads to be getting more sun, and recently we've been moving around a lot of things in the living room. So I just opted to put them here. It's also, it'll keep creatures off the windowsill with it being occupied like this. Here's purple bromeliad, magenta, yellow, Guzmania, Tillandsia. This is a cyclamen, succulent garden. This is the mother purple, baby purple, and this is a pineapple actually. Some cuttings that my sister's trying to propagate. Winter cactus, magenta mother, 2 magenta babies, succulent gardens, another succulent garden down there. And then there's also another Tillandsia there. And there's a Christmas tree. Of course it doesn't count, that's not a real one, but I still did a nice job on it. The poison dart frogs got moved downstairs into my dad's recording studio. I'll show you a little bit of that in a second for anyone who might be interested for whatever reason. But the dart frogs are doing well. It's cooler down here, so I don't have to worry about it getting too hot in the tank. It's just completely warmed by the greenhouse effect. There's no other types of heaters inside this tank. So they've been really happy down here. They just ate a feast, so they're probably just relaxing now. I love these little guys. Really cute. And this is my dad's recording studio in the basement. I really wish they were on a different stand though. Something that looked a little bit better. I still need to make a top for it. I've just been ridiculously busy and this has not been a gigantic priority yet. And now moving into the other side of the basement. It's a work in progress right now. Here's some coffee grounds that I got from Dunkin' Donuts. Just gave them to me free. Pretty neat. 50-gallon tank I need to get outside and clean so I can start using it. Thinking about creating a 50-gallon halodarium and putting an ant colony inside of it. Mostly I was just planning on growing plants inside of it. It's my paper table that I just do any of my paperwork on it. And the 20-gallon long shrimp tank that I made recently, still doing really well. Best shrimp tank I have gotten so far. No deaths. But I see they're doing really well still. It's kind of dirty looking because of the colony of worms on the inside. And I keep moving plants from my other 10-gallon shrimp tanks into this one. Eventually it'll cover the top. Sink with I pump some of my tools here and some extra plants just growing above the sink. A little bit of light comes in through that window, not too much. And those are some of my sister's succulents. All the plants that I use for my bottle terrariums. Just more. And then this orchid, which I've just been keeping in here. Here's some vermicompost. All this stuff pretty much just used for making bottle terrariums, besides maybe these horticulture orchids that I'm just acclimating so I can put them inside nicer horticulture setups. And then bottle formicariums. Humidifier, vermicomposter. Nothing terribly new here, besides the fact that I need to make some fruit fly cultures soon. Like really soon. Like I should have made them a couple of days ago, but been really busy. And yeah, this video has been a little bit erratic. I honestly couldn't figure out any video to make this week. I'm gonna have to start making videos in advance whenever I get the chance, because I'm gonna be working like 7 days a week for the next 4 weeks. I'm not really looking forward to that. I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough time to be doing some of my own business stuff. But by January, things are gonna calm down a lot, so I'm just really looking forward to that. So anyway, I'm gonna do my best to be putting out videos during that time, but no, I'm not giving myself any leeway on that. I am gonna be putting out videos every Sunday like normal. But anywho, sorry about this half-assed video. This has been Paul of Emerald Enclosures with this brief update video, and I will see you next week in the next video. So, you guys have a great week until then. See ya.